Hello, welcome to Poker Room Review. My name is Crispin, and as you know, this is your guide to live poker rooms all across the world. Today we are back in the Pacific megacity of Manila, the Philippines, and I'm pleased to say that yet another poker room that had been closed down during the COVID pandemic is back up and running. This time at the City of Dreams Casino. Now, as always, we review each poker room across a range of characteristics before giving a final score with a lot of advice and tips for planning your next poker destination. We also discuss any rules, quirks, and issues relating to each venue that we visit. So without further ado, let's get into it. Category 1, location and access. Manila is the absolute poster child for the sprawling urban jungle, and in this case, located in an actual jungle with a tropical archipelago comprising some 8,000 islands. Meanwhile, Metro Manila is the most densely populated city anywhere in the world, but also among the most dynamic with a youthful, growing population, strong economic growth, and a friendly, welcoming culture. Now, City of Dreams Casino is located in Pasay, within walking distance of the infamous and massive Mall of Asia shopping center, possibly the largest complex in the whole Pacific region. Pasay is only about 15 minutes drive from the airport, which for Manila traffic is really close. There's also an abundance of accommodation nearby, both hotels and Airbnb, and City of Dreams is also close to other major casinos such as Okada and a short drive from Newport World Resorts in Newport City. And in addition to the casinos, there are also some local poker card rooms nearby in Pasay, so if you need options beyond what's available at City of Dreams, or it isn't what you're looking for at a particular time, you have other options available to you as well. Now, once you do get to the City of Dreams, the poker area is in a rather peculiar location right at the top floor at the back of the gaming area, which itself lies in an open and connected district next to retail and food. Now, this is, believe it or not, great for a couple of reasons. First, because the casino unfortunately allows smoking, it's really good that the poker area is located next to the retail district where smoking is prohibited. This means that the poker area is sufficiently away from the haze, such that while still noticeable, isn't such a huge issue. Meanwhile, being among the food court area is good for its own sake, and with good lighting, visibility, and foot traffic, attracting more people to play. Now, the cost to get to the casino from the airport should be around 300 pesos in a taxi, or around $5 US. Certainly don't ride with anyone charging more than 500 pesos for the journey, including if you take the Skyway toll road, which is usually another 50 pesos. When you arrive at the casino for the first time, you'll need to bring your passport and sign up for a membership on the main floor. It takes a few minutes, but after that, it's a one and done deal. City of Dreams is also a really good holiday destination to bring family and partners, as there's a huge amount to do to keep other people who aren't playing poker happy and occupied. For example, at the nearby Mall of Asia. So overall, given the closeness of Manila's primary airport to the venue, the abundance of affordable accommodation, and the proximity to other casinos and card rooms, City of Dreams is a really great location. So for location and access, 4 stars. Category 2, game options. So pretty good. The standard game for most Manila casinos is 50-100 peso blinds, which is around $1-2 US equivalent. This is true for City of Dreams as well, with the game getting up each day as Texas Hold'em. However, uniquely at City of Dreams Casino, there's also a smaller game running at 25-50 peso, or around 50 cent, $1, that will get up every day as well. Now, while this small stake level is fairly common in Manila as a whole, it's usually restricted only to local card rooms. If you want to go to major casinos, it generally plays bigger. So this is interesting. It means that if you want to play a very casual game, or just starting out live poker for the first time and don't want to be intimidated, then City of Dreams is a great option to start out playing, while at the same time providing all the security and comfort and amenities that you expect from a major casino complex. And conversely, the larger 100-200 game, round 2-5 equivalent, does get up also at the busier times. But the other major development is that the Asian Poker Tour has moved to City of Dreams from Newport World as its primary Filipino venue. It's a highly professional tournament series hosted at least a few times a year in Manila. I have always loved the APT with its epic range of events at every conceivable price point, so check out their website. I'll leave a link in the description to monitor their schedule. Outside of the APT, however, the options available at City of Dreams are just Texas Hold'em cash games really, and a fairly low-key atmosphere given the boisterous party vibe that characterizes Manila as a whole. Still, with daily cash games and a venue hosting a major regional tournament series, it's a fine option for most visitors. The only thing bringing it down a peg is that PLO isn't really popular here, and tournaments outside of the APT are incredibly limited. But then again, on the plus side, as mentioned before, it's close to other rooms. So if you feel the game that you're after isn't available, well, you can check other locations nearby as well. For game options, 3.5 stars. 3. Service and experience. City of Dreams is a high-class professional outfit. The furniture is comfortable and the poker chips stylish and in great condition. Staff are great across the board, and those at the registration desk adept at managing the list and will give you a personal call when a seat is available. Dealers are fast and professional, and the abundance of shuffling machines keeps the action ticking over. Chip runners will take your cash from the table, allowing you to jump into the action straight away. Massages are also on call during the busier times, and non-alcoholic drinks are complimentary. As noted above, the proximity to the retail area is also a plus, with food an ever-present smorgasbord of options, and I just found the atmosphere and vibe to be quite positive. It could also have been the relatively low stakes on offer, but the player pool seemed especially friendly and open, being welcoming and positive and happy to chat without being disruptive to the flow of the game. That said, while you are kept somewhat apart from the smoking, you don't entirely escape the smell. It will get to you after a while. Now, normally I'm a bit forgiving of casinos in developing countries with their smoking habits, but City of Dreams is an absolutely massive first-rate mega complex with multiple gaming floors. It would be nothing at all for them to close off an area and make it totally smoke-free. This would benefit them across the board actually, because I think management doesn't realize just how many non-smoking casino travelers there are these days and how they choose their gambling habits based on how comfortable they're going to be in the environment, making it a bigger deal than they realize, and I'm going to mark them down for that. Still, the casino does make an effort to keep the poker away from the smoking, and in every other aspect, the experience is manifestly positive. So for service and experience, 3 stars, but noting it would definitely be higher if it was totally isolated from smoking. 4. Rake and Rewards. Rake at City of Dreams is unfortunately high, especially for the Philippines. It's 10% capped at 5 big blinds, which absolutely sucks, but there is a bad beat jackpot that is decently sized, and combined with the free beverages and service, well, the pain is somewhat mitigated. Also, the cash games can play fairly deep for the stakes available, which can offset it a bit, with max buy-ins running at several hundred big blinds. Still, especially given that dealers also accept tips, which isn't required but is welcomed, Rake at City of Dreams is something to be desired. For Rake and Rewards, 2.5 stars. Rules and quirks. As with most card rooms in the Philippines, there's no such thing as a dead small blind. If the small blind is absent, then the under-the-gun player will pay an additional big blind, and then on the following hand, both they and the button will post a small blind. Other than that, things appear to be pretty standard with the optional under-the-gun straddle and an optional run it twice for all ins. In conclusion, City of Dreams is a much better venue than this typical scoring system would immediately suggest. I really enjoyed my time there and look forward to heading back during an APT. And the two things that are currently keeping City of Dreams from being a must-see poker destination, the exposure to smoking and the high rake, are things that the City of Dreams management can actually address. If they just fixed those two things, then this would make our all-time great list. As is though, City of Dreams, 3 stars. We review new poker rooms regularly, so if you found value in this discussion, please hit the like and subscribe buttons because it's the only way YouTube will know that this is the case. Also, please, if you have access to any Facebook forums or Reddit or what have you, please consider sharing this video because getting more views is the only way we'll be able to make more content. In the meantime, have you been to City of Dreams Manila? If so, what did you think? Is there anything I've missed or recommendations you would like to include? I'm sure everyone would appreciate it if you commented down below. Also, if you want to check out other reviews, you can do so right now. Otherwise, thank you for watching and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.